from the campus of California State University, Sacramento. This is Made at Sac State. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Made at Sac State, the video magazine. I'm Gloria Moraga. We are here to share the Sac State story and to celebrate our students and the people, the faculty, who are helping prepare them for the future. The College of Education could be called the foundation of the university. The training of education professionals has been a part of life on campus since its beginning in 1947. COE educates teachers, school administrators, school counselors, and deaf studies professionals. Joining us now is Dean Vanessa Sheard, Dean of the College of Education. Thank you for being here, Dean Sheard. Please give us just a short overview. I mean, we went through some of the departments, but give us a short overview of the beginnings of the College of Education.
First, thank you, Gloria, for having me here today. Basically, the College of Ed, as you indicated, began in 1947. But at that time, it began as the Division of Education. It was one of 5 divisions that began here at the university, and it was one of the largest as a part of the college. In 1967, the college as we now know it actually became the School of Education. And in 1999, we actually became the College of Education. In its beginning, there were only 8 faculty members in the Division of Education. And in 1999, there were probably around 100 faculty members, and we have had as many as 129 faculty members. Currently, we have about 69 faculty members in our college.
What is the mission of the College of Education? And just tell us a little bit more about some of the departments.
Okay. The mission of the College of Education is to prepare professionals to go out and work in our PK through 12 schools, to serve as counselors in agencies as well as in our schools. We prepare school psychologists who go out and engage in diagnostic services in our schools as well as work in some of our community organizations. In addition to that, one of our key components is to prepare administrators who will serve in our PK through 12 schools as principals, and we just recently added our doctoral program, which prepares superintendents and administrators who will be working in our community colleges. But overall, one of our greatest goals is to ensure that we are preparing people for the 21st century and preparing them to be agents of change. Those individuals who can go out and create change in our communities and in our schools, and who understand the need for working with our families and with our communities and helping them serve and change their communities as we move into the 21st century.
So tell us a little bit about how you've coped and everyone's had to deal with continuing cuts in funding from the state of California to higher ed, and how has your college of Education, kind of dealt with that and kind of changed your departments?
Well, beginning in, when I first arrived at Sacramento State in 2006, I came into a college that was really growing and had a host of what we call FTES targets, and we were working very hard to ensure that we met the needs of not only the university but the college. And at that very same time, we began to be confronted with the budget crisis in the state. And as a result of that, one of the things I said to our college faculty was that we can either wait for the changes to affect us and have people tell us what to do, or we can, as a college, take this bull by the horn, if you will, and say, what is it that we want to become, and what do we want to retain as we move forward in the next 10 to 15 years. And so we began an organizational, what we called restructuring or re-envisioning ourselves. And beginning in 2009, the college began to take on and engage in a series of focus groups and discussions throughout the college with faculty, staff, as well as with students. And as a result of that, in 2010, the college moved from 6 departments to 3 program areas. And our intent was to begin to really focus on the needs of the students, both from an academic and a curricular standpoint. And as a result of that, we now have 3 program areas. One is undergraduate studies in education, which includes our deaf studies, child development, and what we called our Pathways to Education program. The second program is our teacher credentialing program. And that program area includes our multiple subject, single subject, special education, mild, moderate, severe programs, and their focus is primarily preparing teachers to go out into our PK through 12 schools, as well as in private school settings as they began to prepare and serve our community. And the third area is our graduate and professional studies, which includes a host of program areas, including bilingual, multicultural education, counselor education, school counseling, etc. So we have a whole host of programs that we now have collapsed into 3 program areas. And finally, we have our doctoral program in educational leadership, which serves to provide and help move people into superintendencies as well as in higher education in community colleges.
Dean Sheard, thank you so much for joining us, telling us a little bit about the mission, telling us how you're dealing with budget restraints and moving toward the future in your college. I want to also mention your community involvement. We're going to get more into that later on in the show, but thank you for being here, and we will hear more about the Better Together Awards that the Dean is so closely involved in and her close community connections. You can log on to our website to get more information about the College of Education here at Sac State. csus.edu/made/TV.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm a special education major, and I'm made at Sac State.
Hi, I'm Kayla Parkinson. I'm minoring in deaf studies, and I was made at Sac State.
Here we go. It all comes down to this. There's the handoff. He's going to left. He's got an opening. What a move. Look at him. At the 20, the 15. He's going all the way. Touchdown. Wow. What a success story as this kid has come out of nowhere. And now look at him. This is a real game changer. The fans, they're going wild. Talk about a defining moment. Only here. Only at Sac State. This is pandemonium.
Thank you for being here, Vasya Keval. First of all, give us a little background on your career, what you're doing now, and why you decided to come back to the university to get your doctorate.
I'm currently the director for pre-K 6 education in Elk Grove Unified School District. And prior to that, for about 20 years, I served in Title I schools, high needs schools, as a teacher, as a vice principal and principal.
And why did you decide to come back to school? It's stressful to get your degree as you were working?
Sure. 2 reasons, personal and a professional. Personal was, I grew up in Kenya, where education is a privilege, and but in my community, girls were supposed to stay at home after high school. It was a privilege to get admission to the university there, and when I did, the elders in my community did not want me to participate at the university. So it was at that moment, with my parents' blessing, that I decided that not only am I going to get a bachelor's, I'm going to go all the way up. And I wanted to show them that you can be a successful mom, a successful daughter, a successful wife, and a successful professional.
Describe the program here at Sac State.
I just really liked the global perspective that I received in terms of transformational leadership, policy and decision making at the state level and the federal level. That was completely new to me, and really providing us with the skills and the tools to serve our communities and the needs. They are so diverse. The organizational complexities in education are just really huge, and I felt really prepared when I graduated from the program.
For more on the doctorate in educational leadership at the College of Education, you can visit our website. It's csus.edu/made/TV. And still to come?
I'm class of 95, and it's so funny is that I actually started at Big Brothers Big Sisters when I was a sophomore at Sac State. So I found this job on the job line at Sac State. So without Sac State, I wouldn't be the CEO of the organization today. So talk about life-changing experience. Because of the job line at Sac State, I have the job that I have today, 19 years later.
Hi, my name's Celeste, and I'm studying child development, and I'm made at Sac State.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm studying ASL, and I'm made at Sac State.
Welcome. I'm Alex Gonzales, the president of Sacramento State. I invite you to our beautiful and vibrant campus. We have nationally recognized academic and student programs. We have community partnerships that create jobs and internships for our graduates. We are Sacramento's university. Sacramento State's location in the nation's most dynamic state capital gives our students an advantage, no matter what they choose to study.
We're very proud of our academic programs. Professors work directly with the students in the classroom and the laboratory.
Students have the opportunity to perform cutting-edge research, and this research we do is put into use in our community as well as around the globe.
Our students form deep connections with the campus thanks to exciting activities, our new housing options, and our state-of-the-art recreation and wellness center.
There's something for every interest.
We have a new suite-style residence hall that's won awards for environmental sustainability and efficiency. Students can live right on campus and walk to class.
And make new friends.
Sacramento State features student excellence in events and entertainment. We've won team championships in many sports, and we are proud to present award-winning performing arts programs. Sacramento State is the place to learn, to lead, and to succeed. Come check us out. We are a destination campus for our students and our community.
Going to Sac State was really a rite of passage for the beginning of the rest of my life. I'm very happy that we brought one of the world's largest video game companies here to Sacramento.
I started Sleep Train after graduating Sac State in 1984. And it's really what built the foundation of who I am today.
I think that Sac State has made me into a leader. Most importantly, I think it's made me into a confident individual. I'm open to any opportunities. I'm Laura Gonzales.
I'm Dale Carlson.
I'm Mark Otero, and I was made at Sac State.
Welcome to Made at Sac State, the video magazine. I'm Gloria Moraga. Focus today, the College of Education. I want to give a warm welcome to Rhonda Staley Brooks, a graduate of Sac State. Tell us a little bit about your work, and you currently work with Big Brothers Big Sisters, Greater Sacramento. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I started at Big Brothers Big Sisters 20 years ago, and we match children who come from single-parent families and provide positive role models for those children. And I've just been excited to be there. I got that job because of Sac State.
And you earned your degree at Sac State, and what was your area of study, and how did this all just fit together?
Well, it started as a business major. We won't talk about that. Ended in child development in 1995, and had some professors that said, you know what, you don't have to become a teacher. That's not what you have to do with this degree. And I listened and found this job at the job line and decided to go forward and make a career out of it.
I want to talk a little bit about your work in the community and the importance of Big Brothers Big Sisters. And our dean, Vanessa Sheard, has a program, Better Together Awards, and Big Brothers was honored. Tell us a little bit about your sorority sisters and the work you do in adopting schools and helping students who come from single parent families who need mentors.
Nice. I joined Sigma Gamma Rho sorority here at Sac State in '94, and I continue in the alumni chapter. And we decided to do what we call back to school drive, and we collected some supplies and got to choose Big Brothers Big Sisters as one of the areas that we were going to give back to. And so we chose a couple of schools, and we got to go out and deliver those supplies to the kids. That's a lot.
And you've also matched up volunteers, bigs, with littles at the school. And how key is that? And this comes from your education here at College of Education. How key is that mentor?
It's important. I mean, these children can have one way or two ways to go. And we want to choose the right way of prevention, preventing them from dropping out of school, preventing them from doing drugs. And if you put positive role models in their life, it does make a difference.
Okay. And how much time does it take if you want to become a big or if you want to get involved? What are we talking about for an investment in these children?
So for our college-age students, we want them to do 1 hour a week. That's it. Go to the school, hang out on campus with the kids, and do 1 hour a week for the school year. So it works really good for students that are at Sac State or the community college. We want them to be involved. If you want to do our community-based program, we would like you to do 4 to 6 hours, either weekly or every other week. It depends on your schedule.
And how important is it to get involved and volunteer? I mean, for everybody, not just our students, but for all.
You can sit back and complain, or you can get in the game. That's what it is. So if you want to complain about the kids of our generation are turning into thugs or they're going to do different things, complain about it or get in the game and volunteer. That's how I look at it. It's so important to give back because they need positive role models. We all do.
Before we let you go, just tell us a little bit about your Sac State experience. I mean, just kind of the overall experience. You don't necessarily have to talk about how you met your husband or, you know, all of the great things. That's the most important part. Or all the great things that happen here for you. But what's the difference that it makes, you know, having a university like this one where there's a lot of hands-on involvement with professors and the community?
It starts at the College of Education. If I didn't have professors that said, do you, I wouldn't be a president and CEO today. I found my job off of the job line through the Career Center and my husband hanging out at the Union. We actually, I gave him my pager number at a Sac State football game. So luckily he paged me, and now we've been married almost 15 years. So Sac State gave me everything that I have today.
It's great talking to you, and thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. For more on the university's College of Education, you can log on to our website, csus.edu/made/TV.
Hi, my name is Sandy. I'm studying ASL and I'm made at Sac State.
Hi, I'm Alicia LaRoe. I'm studying child development and I'm made at Sac State.
Welcome to Made at Sac State, the video magazine. I'm Gloria Moraga. Our focus today, the College of Education, and we now welcome two very distinguished guests to our set and to the Sacramento State campus. We've got Garth Lewis and Maria Lewis, two educational leaders who earned multiple degrees and credentials from the College of Education here at Sac State and continue to remain close to the college, lucky for us. Maria Lewis, the Sacramento Bee recently published an article about you, and a positive article at that. It was December 2012, naming you one of the local principals who are doing great work to turn around our local schools. Please tell us about your work as principal at T.L. Whitehead Elementary School in Woodland. So tell us a little bit about kind of the school and the challenges you faced when you took over that school as principal.
Okay. Whitehead, in the first place, is a beautiful, school that serves lots of beautiful children. It's a wonderful place to be. I just have a lot of love for that school. When I was told about making my change from my previous school to Whitehead, Whitehead I was told was a year 5+ program improvement school. And I said, no, that's going to be too much work for me to do. So no, I think I'm okay where I'm at. I wanted to take my school where I was currently at to a distinguished school. So I was pretty close to doing that. And I said, no, I don't think I want to do that. And then I was told that, that our district needed the help and we needed to make all of our schools strong, and that we could only be as strong as the weakest link. So the move was to help, and the challenges that I faced when I got there was, there was low scores and lots of students with lots of academic needs, and also some behavioral needs and some emotional needs. So the challenges that we faced there was also lack of parent involvement and just parents not really feeling that they were part of the school. So I was very fortunate to have the opportunity to go out and select some of the teachers. So I was given an opportunity it was at the time where most of the teachers at that time were going to do some budget cuts, and so that meant seniority was bumping some teachers, so there was a list of teachers who were going to lose their placement anyway. So then that gave me an opportunity to go see their teaching and then kind of handpick them. Mm-hmm. And so then when we came to the school, the challenges were not only here are we facing these low test scores and looking at how many students were far below basic and below basic on the CSTs, and then looking at their reading ability was pretty daunting to present to them. And so then trying to motivate them and inspire them that you were chosen for a reason and you can do this, and together as a team we can turn the school around. So it took a lot of, that was another challenge, was they were pretty comfortable where they were at their previous schools. They loved their schools. They loved the children where they were at and their team that they were working in. So having them come to my school, they sort of felt like they had been, just pulled and uprooted. So that was another challenge, that we faced.
But things are going much better now.
Yeah.
Test scores are up.
Yeah.
And maybe Mr. Lewis can explain to us how'd she do it, too. Well, first let's go back a little bit. Tell us about your current position.
Sure.
What do you do?
So my title is the Director for Secondary Education in the Woodlands School District. And that involves me working with schools at the middle school and the high school levels, their principals and teachers with curriculum and instruction projects and areas, working with interventions to support students who are struggling or in need of additional support, as well as working with professional development to ensure that our teachers are prepared for meeting the needs of our students.
How important was your education at Sacramento State in preparing you for the difficult jobs that you currently hold? And not just difficult, but important, because educating our children is probably our job one in this country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, what I always think about in terms of my education here at Sac State was the people, the professors that I had a chance to meet and who influenced my decision-making, my philosophy on education, and continue to do so. I think of several. One that comes immediately to mind is Dr. Harold Marai, who was and continues to be a very big part of my life and a mentor for me in education. Yes. And so what I would think about is really the influence, the influence of these individuals on developing my philosophy related to education, and then putting me in a position where I had an opportunity to really think through some of the challenges that were going to be I was going to face, both as a classroom teacher as well as an administrator, and then being able to think through some of those problems together. And then once I got out into the field, being able to call them as resources to assist with problem solving and troubleshooting in some of those challenging situations that we faced, whether it had to do with budget or issues related to the social emotional well-being of students, questions around leadership and helping to move a school forward or move, in the case of where I'm working now, move a segment of a district forward as it relates to implementing strategies that are going to help with student achievement.
Well, it's been just lovely talking to both of you. And finally, now you're married.
Yes.
So, there was a clue. Your last name's Lewis.
I was an intern in Maria's class through part of my education working on my teaching credential.
Okay.
And so that connection was made as a consequence of a Sac State program, and I'm very thankful for that.
Okay. All right. We wanted to mention that. But
Absolutely.
Thank you both so much. It's great meeting you,
Thank
and
you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You can log on to our website, csus.edu/made/TV.
My name's Lady, I'm studying psychology, and I'm made at Sac State.
Hi, my name is Danielle. I'm studying Education and Deaf Studies, and I'm made at Sac State.
I'm Alex Gonzales, president of the university, and we're proud of all of our students who are made at Sac State.
Next week on Made at Sac State, the College of Social Sciences and Interdisciplinary Studies. SSIS includes the Department of Government, Psychology, Anthropology, Public Policy and Administration, and the prestigious Center for California Studies, and so much more.
Our fellowship is the Jesse Unruh Assembly Fellowship Program.
You assist lawmakers in pushing legislation through the process, and so it's an amazing experience to be able to learn and be part of the fabric of democracy.
If you're going to study politics or political science or policy, Sacramento State's a great place because of all the opportunities you have to intern at the Capitol.
Join us next Thursday when we learn more about the College of Social Sciences and Interdisciplinary Studies. Thank you for spending some time with us and the College of Education. From the beautiful campus of California State University, Sacramento, I'm Gloria Moraga. We leave you with scenes from the College of Education, some then and now photos of our faculty, our students. All are made at Sac State.